The spring morning was as beautiful as anyone had ever seen. The sun rising over a long cloud bank draped against the distant farmland into a near cloudless sky. The birds seemed to have recognized the grandeur too, because they were chirping and singing with what seemed to be a spring is here enthusiasm. The temperature was mild, as if it used the darkness of the night to warm the air, not chill it. God is so good. He brought us a day gift-wrapped, clearly with a touch of heaven. This is White House, a majestic retreat center built along the bluffs overlooking the Mississippi River just south of St. Louis. From the beginning, White House has been operated by the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits of the Missouri province.
Because as we unpack this notion today of the Lord knocking on the door of our hearts, notice we're assuming in that God is doing something. And then, of course, we're going to figure out, well, what am I doing? What are you doing in the face of that Lord knocking on the door of our hearts?
For more than 3/4 of a century, more than 150,000 men and women have come here to rest. Many searching for the God they cannot always see. Others looking to help uncover the meaning of life. And still others hoping to find themselves in what has all too often become a life of chaos. And in the end, meeting face to face the all-powerful and all-loving God who created each one of us.
The attraction really is to have a period of time to reflect, to really look at where I'm going in my life in relation to my faith in Christ, and that was challenging to have reflection of that magnitude. And it's true, it truly is, it's life-changing.
After that first retreat, it was really, I was a changed person. It was a changing point in my life. I did realize that I needed to make God and Christ the center of my life.
I've always been very spiritual, but I've never really listened to Christ. And I'll tell you, the power of silence is unbelievable. You really hear Him talking to you.
Whether it is an individual 30-day retreat, a midweek or weekend retreat, time away here is rooted in a prayerful silence and the spiritual exercises of St. Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuit order. St. Ignatius believed that everything in our world is a gift from God, and that it was all created for us so that we might know Him better, love Him more surely, and serve Him more faithfully.
Ignatius wants a man or woman to get to know Jesus Christ better, so that we know the Lord, but the kind of knowledge of the Lord that deepens our love for the Lord, and the kind of love that wants a man or a woman to be a man or a woman of service to God. Ignatius wants the retreatant to make an offering of himself. Lord, I want to serve you. I want to serve my family, my friends, my church, and that's the way I serve you.
The silence makes everything come alive. The gentle breeze making the nearby flags flutter and ripple under its constant massage. Your own breathing is vividly audible and begins to take on new meaning. The shuffle of your feet on the concrete and stone pathways has a sense of holiness. And the river, 250 to 300 yards below the top of the hill, just rolls along like time itself. Gentle, rhythmic, somewhat monotonous, yet so powerful and majestic. A contradiction of sorts that should give us a glimpse of the God who created it. A gentle and yet all-powerful God who also happens to love us more than we can ever begin to think or imagine, all in a place called White House.